Hello, and welcome to Thriving Together, a channel for women over 50 and all of those people that love them. I'm Kelly Montgomery Hutchings. Now, last week I had said that we were going to discuss weight loss, but something somewhat stressful happened to me this past week. So if you would please indulge me, I'd like to discuss that this week. And weight loss, it will always be that nagging little flea bite that we will tackle another time, like next week if I lose some weight. We'll see. Anyway, let me set the scene for you. I was out running a few errands, and it was very hot and humid. A very, very typical day in Alabama in July. It was lunch hour and traffic was heavy on one of the busiest roads in my town. I had to stop for a red light. Now, there was a huge Mack truck behind me. I'm in this small little two-seater sports car. I've had Audrey for almost 8 years with absolutely no problems. No reason to expect any today until it happens. The light turned green. The car ahead of me started moving. I started moving. And then I abruptly stopped. Dead. I mean, absolutely nothing. Mack truck behind me was beginning to move, but he had to slam on his brakes to avoid hitting me. But then he started blaring his horn. Now my car radio was still playing. The car was still going, running sort of, but there was no air conditioner, no rolling down the windows. Car would not start. I tried everything. I'm beginning to sweat profusely. Nerves, stress, I guess heat overtook me. I mean, instantly. I really wanted to cry, but the angry and alarming growing lunch traffic, they weren't particularly kind to me. I said a very brief prayer that no one would hit me. Then I called my husband. No answer. I texted him. No answer. Called again. No answer. A bit of panic starts to set in, and I called 911. They said a police officer would be right out. Now, y'all, 2 police officers passed me going the other way. But they didn't stop. They looked over and saw me, but they didn't stop. So all of a sudden, there was my angel. She came running from across the street from the gas station that she was working at. She came up and she asked me if I needed help. Yes, oh God, yes, please. Cars were whizzing past her. No one bothered to stop and help her. This angel tells me to put my car in neutral. She is behind my car now, pushing me by herself in the heat and the traffic. Now, I pulled around into the entranceway to a bank, but there was a slight incline, so I went ahead and put on the brakes and I parked. I get out and there she is. I mean, she is looking every bit an angel from heaven. In flip-flops. Y'all, she pushed my car in the heat and traffic by herself in flip-flops. Oh my gosh. I mean, she hugged me and she told me everything was going to be okay. And then she was gone. Her hair flying in the breeze. She had tucked her angel wings back into her gas station work shirt. And her flip-flops were hitting the pavement like they were on cloud runners. I mean, it was just amazing. So I sat back in my car, watching her go. And I thought about, how there was still people out there who were willing to make themselves uncomfortable to help others in need. Excuse me. But that wasn't the end. I couldn't stay where I was because cars were having trouble getting around my car and into the bank. And I just knew some bank executive was going to come out and start yelling at me, and I didn't want that. So I finally reached my husband, who happened to be home from work, to help me do some things at home. Now, he was on a Zoom call with his work, giving an update to his bosses and his group of people on projects, but he went ahead and answered the phone. And embarrassingly enough, I have to say, in no nice terms, I told him what happened. My second angel was out the door in seconds and on his way. Now he arrives and he tries to push me up the incline to a parking space, but it wasn't happening. Cue the third angel. From the same gas station, this angel wears a back brace, but has come to help. He suggested going back out into the traffic to the next parking lot. I'm like, back out into traffic? Do you realize? He's like, no, we'll make it. So we back out, go up the street to another parking lot. We make it in there, and really, off runs my third angel. We call tow truck. Dispatch says it's going to be over an hour. Heat. The heat. The heat. Sweat is dripping down between my cleavage, puddling in my navel. I'm that hot. My nether regions, they're swampy. They're very swampy. But the phone rings, and it's my fourth angel, Tyler, the tow truck driver. He says he will be there in 15 minutes. Praise God. We get Audrey towed and are waiting results. Now listen, Audrey is a Fiat, so it's going to be very complicated and probably extremely expensive. But I talk about all of this because even though I was hot and I was frustrated, and yes, I was a little bit scared, miracles were happening all around me. Me, just had to open my eyes and see them. And God had me in His sight the entire time, and He sent His angels to help me. We all see this turmoil going on in the world. I mean, there's class wars, the racial wars, the religious wars, the political wars. I was warring within myself. But people saw me in distress and made the choice to help. Mr. Dick, during the Texas flood, he heard girls screaming from the Camp Mystic campsite. He saw the need to help and ended up saving 9 lives before he lost his own. Firefighters, paramedics, police officers, nurses, doctors, I mean, they all put their lives on the line to help others. And yes, they chose that job. When push comes to shove, they make the choice to run into that fiery building or to jump into the line of fire. Nurses and doctors care for someone with an infectious disease. We all have the potential to be someone's angel. It's our choice. Man, wouldn't the world be a better place if we all decided to unfurl our wings and let our flip-flops guide us to helping others? Now this right here, this is the core of what this channel is about. It's about helping others. It's about us all thriving together. Anyway, I thank you for indulging me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you take something away from this. And I'd like for you to join me next week when we do discuss weight loss, okay? We'll discuss it, I promise you. So send in your suggestions for losing weight. What things have worked for you, what hasn't worked for you. And we'll talk about losing weight, thriving together. Y'all have a great day.